I still can't get over how great this looks. Look at this front end. It looks brand new. Brand new. And it's weird to say that I like the OEM 2.0 lip, but it looks great on this car now. What is going on, you guys? Hope you have an amazing day so far. We're getting a bit of a late start today, and I'm going to try and finish what we kind of started yesterday. So the plan is, I got all this stuff from today. We have more trim paint, we have double-sided tape, we have just painter's tape, wheel paint, clear coat, all that kind of fun stuff. So yesterday we did the front bumper and the rear bumper, and it looks so good now. And so the plan for today, side moldings must get painted. We're gonna put side skirts on the car. We need to paint the rain tray and also pull the wheels off and repaint them in a nice fresh silver. Hopefully we can get all that done. And there's also a slight electrical issue, I want to say, I kind of found yesterday, which may or may not be my problem, because either when I cut the wire in the back for the trailer hitch, or when I was hitting the car with a sledgehammer repeatedly, one of the two, the lights are kind of acting weird now, so we need to sort that out. But I want to do all the trim stuff first, get the car looking fantastic, brand new, and then after that, we'll get started with our electrical slight issue, which again might be my fault, but it's not here or there. The original plan was to go ahead and pull the moldings off, but I'm afraid I'm going to break all the very old 20-year-old plastic clips, and they won't be able to go back on like the way it's supposed to be. And also I need to paint the door handles as well, because like they're looking gross. So that will all look like that and look brand freaking new. I've also been hearing a lot of suggestions on what we should do with this motor. Well, that's another thing we need to do. Hold on. See this right here? No good. This needs to go away. I want the fancy hood struts back because it's so much easier and it looks a lot cooler than having this thing here. And honestly, this hood is a lot heavier than I remember, because with Miley, it just literally just opens pretty much by itself. I'm not used to actually having to lift one of these hoods up, so that's got to go away. But yes, in terms of this motor, this is a 1.88 valve motor code AAM. It's kind of laid out similar to my 2.0 ABA I had a while back. But it's obviously a bit different having no manifold here and everything's kind of back behind there, which is kind of weird and like new to me, but still not bad. Some people said make sure I change the throttle body gasket or flange, I want to said, and then also replace this because it's known to kind of go bad and leak. But very easy things. You can see there's a lot of room to do pretty much anything you need to do. I don't know, someone said turbo the car, supercharge it, swap the entire thing. I don't quite know yet. That's getting a little ahead of ourselves, but for now it runs good. That's awesome. I do want the AC to work, but you guys know how me and AC go, so it is what it is. But other than that, the car runs good. The clutch feels nice. Obviously there's not a lot of power to like spin it, but the car feels very solid so far, which is good. You guys saw yesterday there is a leak in the radiator, so we'll swap that out, but that's very easy to do. I don't know, but for now we'll just clean everything up and make it look nicer, and then later on we'll go into maybe more power, maybe put a giant cam in it. I don't really know. There's a lot of options here. If you know about Mark IIIs, you know, at least for me, I have the hardest time getting these stupid rain tray screws out. They never want to come out for me or go back in. It's just a pain. On Miley, I swapped them all completely out to just push pin ones, but these things are a pain. And whenever you try, since they are like rubber, whenever you try and spin it with a Phillips head, it usually just strips it out. So we'll see how this goes. I want that out, but it's normally a pain. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong, I don't know, but there always seem to be a pain to get those screws out of there. I'm going to save you guys the trouble of watching me fight with this rain tray and also taping up the side of the car. We'll check back in once everything's ready to be sprayed. Also, quick side note, somebody find me clear taillights. I was searching, I can't find any yet, but I saw a guy. This guy must have been 65, driving a Mark III Rolling Stones edition today. Clear taillights, clear side markers. It looks so good, and I know he didn't really, maybe he did, but I don't think he knew what he had, and I was like, man, I just want to follow that guy. I'm like, yo, can I buy those off you? But if you can find me a set of clear taillights, I'd be grateful because I want some. This side is done, ready to go. I've gone ahead and loosened all the lugs and pull the wheels off as well. One thing I don't like with these wheels, they're cool because they actually are steel wheels with a little bit of a lip, but I don't like how this little cap here, normally a cap would have like a little tab where you can go in and pop it out. This one has no tab, so you can see every time you pull the cap off, you're gonna scratch it, which is kind of weird. Normally they have a tab, but this one has no tab. Also, look at this. Underneath the car, surprisingly, rust free. The axle boots look good, control arms look good, like all underneath the car. I'm actually quite surprised. Look at that. No oil leaking, no grease coming out of the boots. Not bad. Not bad. This is pretty sweet and I've never seen it before. Look at this. This car actually has a little air dam kind of thing to push air to the brakes. It's a race car. It's a full-blown race car. Look at that. Pads look good still. Rotors don't look bad. It has fancy little brackets for all the ABS kind of stuff. I'm just surprised at how like actually clean onto this car is. It's really surprising me, but that's cool. This is the first Mark III I've seen with that before. Let me know, maybe it's only like a European thing, I don't know, but that's pretty cool. Look at that, so fancy. So now when I'm at the ring doing like, you know, 4-minute lap times, my brakes will not get hot and be like glowing. Nope, I have all this fancy cooling technology, so we're set. Bam, all wheels are off, ready to go. I think when I'm done, I'm gonna put the rears onto the front, because you can see they have better tread. Even though the fronts are still good, but I'm gonna put the backs on the front, and then all these will be nice and painted. It looks like this wheel bearing was done, hence the fancy shiny new cap. While this is up, I'm probably gonna paint these drums black to make them look nicer, but still, same as the front, the back underneath here, all looks good, all looks nice. One more set of tape up and we are ready to go. All right, we are making some really good progress. These side moldings are now ready to be sprayed. The rear drums got painted black, look at that, fancy, wow, I know. Also on this side again, fancy, wow. These two already done. They are 3 layers of silver and 2 layers of clear, looking minty and OEM. I have to do these 2 next because I lost my other cars. I don't know the rest, so I have to do 2. So you can see the difference there. Wow, so fancy. So now spray these. I'm also gonna go in the engine bay and just wipe a lot of this down. Not like do a hard cleaning, but just the plastics at least make it look better. She's gonna be looking real good. And then as soon as the moldings are painted and I pull the paper back off the car, we'll install these side skirts and this car is gonna be looking so good. First 2 layers are on. I am so excited to see this car like all completely trim painted up. I also forgot that I wanted to do the door handles and I completely taped over them, so we'll do this like tomorrow or something like that, but still super hyped on this. Once I get my 3rd and final layer on, I'm gonna pull off like this bottom half of the paper, do the side skirts, and then once these are fully dry, we'll pull everything off. That way when I pull the tape off, I don't risk like pulling or like chipping something off there. 3rd and final layer is on, which means it is now side skirt time. These are the ones I ran on Miley a long time ago. We have our 2 mounting strips, and then we have the passenger side and the driver side. Really easy installation. All you do is double-sided tape this bottom little like mounting piece to like right above like where the rocker area is. Super easy to do. I also wanted to show you guys, I saw a lot of you comments saying Miley's color is very similar to the Savoy here, and it's similar. It's very, very different, but I guess it's mildly similar. Mine's a lot more blue, and to show you, this grill right here, this is off the last time I got sprayed. So my color on my car is based off of steel blue, which is LB5T. Now my color isn't sprayed LB5T in any way possible, but it's kind of based of that color. I pretty much call my color Miley blue because there's so many pearls and candies in there, it's hard to even recreate. But putting this next to that, you can see the obvious difference. Miley's color is way more blue than teal, which obviously the Turkish is very, very teal. So this car is LB6T. Miley is its own version of LB5T, which is steel blue, but again, my car has no steel blue in it at all. It's its own custom mix, which is almost impossible to recreate this, but just a little side by side. Miley is a lot more blue than this car, but it will be cool to see them both side by side. Very, very beautiful colors, side by side, to be sick. Got the mounting strip secured to the car, so now all we need to do is basically just set this right on top. There's a little notch right here that slides right into the corresponding like other way gap right there, and it pretty much just sits on, and then I use the zip tie on the front, hook it to the corner, and on the back side, and then the little holes in the bottom section as well, I always zip tie it on just in case it ever falls off. At least it won't go too far, hopefully. Ooh, dang! Just a good side skirt. Hold on, get the end cap real quick. Gotta have the end cap. Put that right there. Little finishing touch. Bam! Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. One of the reasons why this car is so exciting to me, I have so many like spare and leftover parts that I bought for Miley that I never used, but now I have a whole other Mark III, so I have all these like leftover like, little bits and pieces that can go on this car, and I'm so excited about it. At this point, we are almost ready to put the car back on the ground. I have one more side skirt to go. Those should be dry here in about the next 15 or so minutes and go back on. This is almost dry. I can pull all the newspaper off. This car is gonna look so good. Dang. Trim paint is my favorite. So much, yes. Last thing to do, put the wheels back on the car, put it on the ground, and we're pretty much done for the day. I love trim paint. I keep saying it and saying it and saying it, and I'll say it till I die, but I love trim paint. Look at the difference, man. I love it. Everything is back on the car, it's all put together on the ground. For a car that sat for, I don't even know how long. It sat for 3 months since I first got here to Germany. It was already the junkyard. Till me having it now, I mean, it might have sat for years prior, but to look at this car now, you would never ever know this car was in the junkyard for the past 3 months. It looks ridiculous. Like, if you saw this car sitting somewhere, like in a parking lot, you would never think, man, that car must have just come out of the junkyard. It looks incredible. It looks so good. Everything's painted up. It looks fantastic. I can't wait as well. New wheels, lower the car. It's gonna look so good, which I may already have wheels for this car. Fingers crossed, we'll see if that works out, but I might already have a set of wheels for this car. A lot of you said put Miley's wheels in this car until she gets here, but Miley's wheels are 5x114, and I would need adapters. I don't have a spare set, so I'm not going through the headache to get adapters, put wheels on for a couple weeks. Not worth it, but still, the car is looking great. She's looking great. Looking OEM as ever, all painted up. I love the 2.0 lip. The front end looks gorgeous in this car. I love the side skirts now. It ties in the whole look. I still might want to do fender flares eventually as well, but like the look right now is great. Those need to be clear. I don't like amber. These need to be clear. Whew, man, oh man. The car is looking good. The car is looking really good. I want to get a nice exhaust in the car with some nice polished tips. I'm thinking, I have duals on Miley, but I'm thinking with the shape of the exhaust cut out on this bumper here, a nice oval tip would look good. Like a polished oval tip would look sick. Just some food for thought. But other than that, the car is looking good. The car is looking really good. It's honestly still so crazy to think that literally 2 days ago, this car was sitting in a junkyard. Like I said, for I don't even know how long, and now it's here, and we've done this much to it already, and it looks beautiful. We're not stopping, we're not slowing down. Actually, we might slow down a little bit because like right now I said I have a lot of leftover parts. I have a lot of things I could do right this second, but obviously I'm not a massive YouTuber. I don't have unlimited funds, so I can't just go to the moon right off the bat. It may take a little bit of time, but it's a project. It's not a, we don't want to have this car done like in a week and then we have nothing to do. Obviously we want to do suspension, wheels, I want to do interior, I have so much stuff to do. I might even, since I haven't sold yet, test fit the GTI seats in this car. I don't know how the red will look with this color. It might look cool, it might look kind of off, but I don't know. We might put the GTI seats in this car. I have GTI headlights for this car. I have spoiler for the car. I have a new shift knob. I need to get another Momo steering wheel hub because I have a spare wooden steering wheel. I have so many parts laying around that we can just like, oh, I can't wait. It's such a fun little project. Ooh, almost forgot. We have one more thing to put on the car for today, and then we'll call it a day for that, and I'll show you guys my electrical issue that, again, I probably caused, but we'll fix it. All right, you ready? Bam. It wouldn't be one of my cars if we didn't have a Supermate sticker on it. Gotta rock Ollie's sticker because Ollie's the man. And the sticker looks so cool. Look at that. A little touch there. Dang. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. All right, let me show you my final issue of the day. So if we turn our lights to on, like normal, my rear lights come on. So obviously I'm missing one there. And I have reverse lights on for some reason. Now this only happened after I cut that trailer hitch. But I think it was because when I was pounding on that hitch for so long, I shook the car a bunch, and I think I rattled something loose, because before this happened, before I did all of that, all the lights worked perfectly. So obviously you can see I have reverse lights, that one's missing, both of this one are on. Over here, I'm missing this side marker, and I'm missing this fog light, but this headlight works. That one works, this one's missing, and this fog light works. So before, everything worked as it should, and now everything's like jumbled up. It's kind of weird. Both headlights do turn on though, and both fog lights still work, but I can't get the rear lights to stop doing this. So I gotta figure out what I did. And then also, if you come in here, my left turn signal is stuck on. And again, none of this did this before I cut it or hit the car, so I'm pretty sure I just shook something up a bit, or maybe because I cut the hitch wiring, that did it, I don't know. But I gotta figure this out. All right, so we come back here, I noticed, let me see if I can set you guys up, hang on. Put you right there. Can you see? All right, so I noticed this wire right there, whenever I turn the lights on, this wire gets extremely hot. I could smell it like almost burning. And again, none of this did it before. I'm not sure quite what happened. There looks like there's a lot of extra wiring here. And this stuff, and also this thing opens up. It's like a canister thing. I'm not quite sure what that is. If you know what this is, let me know. But again, I'm not sure why this wire is getting really hot. I can smell it actually burning, so I don't want to cause a fire. I turn the lights back off. But something got messed up. I don't know if this is all for the trailer hitch wiring. I think this is here. That looks like the same wire I think I cut. So I think all of this is wired into this and all into this stuff. So I don't know if that's why, because I cut it, it's getting hot now, messing up, or if me hitting the car jarred something. But for now, I'm probably gonna leave it alone. And then on this side over here, let me just turn you over to there. You see? Up a little bit. There we go. And then over here, not like hot, like burn your finger, but some of the wires up here are getting kind of warm. When I turn the lights on, there's power to it. So I don't know. There's also like there's a bunch of like connectors that are here for like splices and stuff, which like this right here, that's been connected to another wire. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So until I know more about what's going on back here, I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't want to burn the car down. Yeah, if you know how all this works with the trailer hitch stuff, please let me know, because I want these lights to work again. I think what I might do first, I need to get a soldering gun real quick. I still have the connector I cut off because without cutting it, I couldn't get that entire piece off the backside. So I might just solder that connector back onto the wire so it completes the circuit again and see if that fixes my lights. If that doesn't, then I know for sure something somewhere got jarred or shooken up a little bit and is loose or grounding out or whatever. But some of the wires in the back are getting hot. You can smell it kind of like wanting to smoke, and we obviously don't want to burn that in the car. We just got it. So if you have any insight on that, please let me know. Electrical stuff's not my favorite. I don't really like it. I mean, I can do it, but I don't necessarily love to do it. So yeah, if you have any insight, please let me know. Other than that, we are done for the day. Hope you guys are enjoying the Savoy videos. It's a lot of fun to work on. The car is a blast. It looks great. The color's amazing. It looks brand new now. It's crazy that this car was in the junkyard 3 days ago. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, be thankful for this day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.